Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is G Sleeve Louise and today we're going to be talking about the soft food stage after weight loss surgery. I was put on this stage post-surgery after 3 weeks of liquid and I was going to be on this stage for 5 weeks. Some people actually go on puree after liquids, but for some reason my hospital didn't ask me to do that. They just wanted me to go straight from liquids to soft. I didn't ask any questions as to why. I was just so excited to have food. Good afternoon, lovely people. Hope you're good. What day post-op am I now? I'm gonna have to write it here. It's over 2 weeks. I'm definitely starting to crave food. I've got like 4 days to go now till I can have soft food. So I've actually been like really excited, writing lists of things that I can have. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to having some scrambled eggs. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I had in the soft food stage. Same goes with all my other videos. Don't just have it because I've posted it on here. Please make sure you do ask your team. Because as I always say, we are all different. We have different types of weight loss surgeries and there's allergies and things like that, and I don't want to be the cause of you going into hospital or getting ill. So yeah, just please make sure you do double check. I do recall that once I got to this stage, my hospital did say they didn't want me to worry too much about the calories that I was consuming. Basically because, you know, our stomach is swelled up from, well, the little bit of stomach we have left, that little part is swelled up from the surgery. So the restriction is going to be very, very real when you first come out of surgery. So because you can eat so little, they didn't want me to worry about the calories that I was taking. They just wanted me to eat as much as I could, obviously, you know, whilst also being mindful of what I was having and making sure the food was more nutritious than anything. They didn't want me to restrict carbohydrates. They were quite happy for me to have that. What I decided to do, not what they asked me to do, was when I was having meals, I was having, I think it was 20 grams of carbohydrates, 30 grams of vegetables and 50 grams of meat. So I weighed out all the mushy stuff on a scale and that totaled to about 100 grams on my plate, and that was the right size for me and the right balance, and that's what I worked with. I've just got my leaflet, the famous leaflet that I always bring out in my videos, just to go by. I'm just going to read from it now. It's week 3 to end of week 8 to 10, very soft MASH diet. You can now begin to introduce soft foods into your diet. Try introducing thicker fluids, mashed fruit, well-cooked vegetables and soft cereals with lots of milk added. For example, 1 Weetabix or ready break with plenty of milk. Meat, chicken or beans in lots of sauce and gravy. Keep your portions small. Eat all food sitting down with good posture and rest after eating. Don't fill up on fluids with a meal. Take fluids in between foods. Eat slowly and chew all foods well. Stop eating immediately if you feel full. Use a smaller plate or bowl to control portion sizes and limit your meal time to no more than 30 minutes. Yeah, I just remember constantly clock watching when I first started eating. Like, oh, how long have I been eating for? I don't want to eat more than half an hour. If you eat too much or you eat too quickly or you take food with the wrong texture, you may experience pain and discomfort. This should ease if you should stop eating and rest. You may also experience some symptoms of reflux, regurgitation or vomiting. Okay, so the soft foods include lentil, bean or chicken soup blended, eggs, soft cooked and mashed, porridge, Weetabix ready break, mashed potato, mashed vegetables, stewed or tinned fruit, mashed banana, spaghetti and tomato sauce chopped initially, risotto, smooth yogurt, cottage cheese, low fat cream cheese, minced chicken or meat blended initially, flaky fish in sauce, casserole meat or chicken, soya or corn mince, tinned fish, tinned meat sauces, and you add sauce, gravy, milk, yogurt, etc. to foods to make them softer. God, if you're a vegetarian, this would be so hard to get your protein in, or if you're vegan. I have some on my Instagram and I don't know how they do it. Kudos. So the first food that I decided to try for breakfast was Weetabix. So I had to have it quite milky, as we saw in the leaflet. And I usually have Weetabix with sugar. I don't really like the taste of Weetabix without it, to be honest. I think it's pretty bland. So I was thinking, well, I don't want to put sugar on my Weetabix. I've just had surgery. I want to be good. So what about honey? I asked my Instagram community, like, should I have honey? Is honey bad? I know honey's got sugar in it, but it can't be as bad. But yeah, most people were saying, you've just come out, maybe not. So I was thinking, all right, I'll have my Weetabix. And I had it, and it was very bland, and it was pretty disgusting. So later on, what I ended up doing was I had a tub of Slim Fast powder, caramel protein powder or something like that. And I originally bought the Slim Fast powder to have shakes, but I found out that they're full of carbs and they're not the best kind of protein powders to have. So I've got this big tub of Slim Fast caramel protein powder just sitting there that's pretty sweet. I thought, oh, maybe I could put some in my Weetabix. So that's what I did. I sprinkled some into my Weetabix. It made it really sweet, it made it taste nice, and it even boosted up the protein. Yeah, it has a bit carbs, but if you're using it as a sugar substitute, you can't go wrong really. So I actually ended up using that tub for like baking and stuff like that as well. So it came in handy in the end, and I ended up enjoying my Weetabix. The second thing I had for lunch was tuna mixed with light Philadelphia, plopped on top of sweet potato mash. I weighed it out at 100 grams and I recall not even being able to finish it. By the time half an hour had come round, I hadn't finished it, but it was so nice. And finally for dinner, I ended up having mince smash and, you know, the mashed carrot and swede you can get frozen. I had that all with gravy and it was really yummy. All food went down lovely, it went down great. I just remember being so shocked at how full I was.
I'm really full and a bit shocked at how small that portion was and how much I struggled. It's really crazy. It just made me have like a moment where I'm like, this is my life from now on. I'm always going to feel that full on that little amount. And yeah, it's just really, really weird. It's just something I'm going to have to get used to, because for the first time, I'm not used to it. I'm shocked. My stomach's making like funny noises now. I hope that's from fullness.
That was my first day of soft food. I'm now going to go through all the different things that I had over that period. One of the main things that I started having in the soft food stage that I have now, but a little bit more changed up now, is a protein smoothie. Basically, I'm not really keen on protein shakes. Some of them are okay, but I like making my own and also adding fruit into it as well. Also, the reason why I started making smoothies in the first place was the fact that I wanted to get into eating these Arla protein yogurts. They are really good. They have 20 grams of protein in them, but they're so thick. They are really, really thick, and it was a struggle to eat when you've been sleeved. So what I did was I mixed in tinned fruit. Is it 50 grams? I think it's 50 grams of tinned strawberries, and then 50 grams of Arla protein yogurt, strawberry flavour, 1 scoop of protein powder, and crushed ice. Yeah, I put ice in it and filled the rest up with water, blended it, and that's what made my really yummy protein smoothie that was super good for me. But tinned fruit is full of sugar. So once I got out of that stage, I swapped the tinned fruit for frozen fruit. For breakfast, I also had scrambled egg with smoked salmon. It was really, really lovely. I actually started just doing it in the microwave. No one really wanted what I was eating at that time, so to make it quick, I just shoved egg, smoked salmon, bit of milk, whisked it in a bowl and pop it in the microwave, and that's how I just got my scrambled egg. That was full of protein as well. It was delicious, and yeah, that's one thing that I do highly recommend if you're in the soft food stage. I actually still have that now. The little laughing cow triangle things I had too. I popped that in my scrambled egg at one point just to, you know, make it a bit creamier, and I snacked on them too. So that was a good snack to have, and they're very, very soft. Rivita cracker breads was a lifesaver. I was so happy to be able to have them. They are really soft cracker breads. They like melt in the mouth. I think they were either on my list or I called them. I can't remember, but yeah, I could definitely have them. So I had either light Philadelphia with smoked salmon on a cracker bread, or what I did is I bought all these little pots. They're like Prince's pots of like paste, but yeah, they were full of protein as well, and I thought, yeah, they've got good nutritional values. And also tuna, that was another thing that I was having for either breakfast or as a snack. That's also really good for you, really soft, and yeah, went down well for me. So for my dinners, I had tinned meats. I bought some tinned meats there, Prince's as well, really handy. Got a fair amount of protein in. I know they're not as good as fresh, nothing's as good as fresh, but when you're on this soft food stage, you just want to make everything easy for yourself, and if the nutrition's there, check the label, you know, you're fine. It's so funny, one Prince's tin actually equal to about 5 dinners at the time. So what I did was, because it said consume within 2 days after being opened, I bought some little 50-gram pots and I popped them in the 50-gram pots and I put them in the freezer. I didn't actually eat all of them. I still have them in my freezer now. I'm just going to throw them away. I think I over-prepared, if I'm honest, because I did buy a hell of a lot. But I was excited. Of course I was excited. I've got a fatty brain. Food excites me. Smash, which I talked about earlier, perfect, instant. You pop a bit of powder in a bowl, add water, you've got mash. It's still got the same goodness as potato, not quite as much, but like I said, I just wanted to get food down me. On the frozen side of things, I bought mashed carrot and swede that I talked about earlier, and mushy peas. They were the two types of frozen veg that I bought that I thought would be good for the soft food stage, and they went down fine. And these I'm gonna really hype because I have them now and I absolutely love, is the Young's cod in either butter sauce or the parsley sauce. They're a bit on the pricey side, but we eat so little we can afford to, you know, spend a bit more. They're microwavable fish in bags of sauce, and they're really small. They're really small, they're the perfect size, they're full of protein, and they're so yummy. I have them now when I need to have dinner quickly. I'm not cooking a big meal for more than myself. I just pop them in the microwave, shove a bit of salad, and I'm good to go. So yeah, highly recommend getting them if you can. And lastly, things that I got for a little bit on the sweet side, if I had a sweet tooth, was of course my sugar-free crusher. You think I would have been sick of that with all that I was drinking on the milk diet, but I loved my crusher. I love my chocolate crusher, especially in the winter when I put it in the microwave for a hot chocolate. It's sugar-free as well, so that really hit the spot, kept me warm, and you know, I wasn't being naughty exactly. Something else I had was peanut butter mashed with banana. That was really nice. That tasted good. I was fine with that. Halo Top. Don't know if I should have got Halo Top. I think I got it on week 2 of being on soft. I was thinking, should you be getting ice cream? But if anyone knows about Halo Top, it's like a really amazing ice cream that's not terrible for you, low in sugar, low in calories, high in protein. And lastly, I got ice lollies. I didn't buy ice lollies, I made ice lollies with sugar-free squash. I bought these cute little things on eBay where they're rubber with little lids. You pop them in the freezer and it's really easy, it's cleaner that way, and they don't break apart or anything like that. So that was my soft food stage really. That's the kind of things that I was having. Maybe not the most amazing things that you could get, but they were the things that were available to me that was easy, and they went down a treat as well, went down really well. I was so lucky with how well everything went after post-op. I know that the hospital did tell me everything is trial and error. They wanted me to try everything when my stomach started healing. And yeah, I can't really say that I've had any bad experiences with food, not on the soft food stage and not now. The only thing was when I was on the liquid stage and I had this white fish blended soup that went down really bad that I talk about on a previous video, but apart from that, I was all good. So that's me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was of some help to any of you guys that are stuck with what to have on the soft food stage. If there's anything I didn't cover that you were hoping to hear, or if you have any questions, please feel free to either comment them below or message me privately on Instagram. My username once again is @Gs_SleeveLouise. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you can be notified of my future videos. And once again, thanks for watching. I look forward to hearing from you in the future, and take care.